Hi everyone! I have been getting increasing numbers of people coming to me recently because they're feeling incredibly stuck in their life in some area and want to move beyond it for once and for all. Whether they clearly know what their goal is or not, they know that they are just absolutely fed up of where they are, and most of these people are incredibly intelligent. But for whatever reason, something is holding them back. So today I'm going to share two really key areas that you must look at if you're feeling stuck and want to move beyond it. Because at the end of the day, if you can do this stuff for yourself, then maybe you'll never need any professional help from somebody like myself. But if you do, because I work with clients globally via Skype video, then at least you're much further on and you will need less help. Now, the two things that you need to look at are one, fears of some sort, and two, conflicts or contradictions of some sort. And we'll look at fears first and the contradictions and conflicts second. There can be a number of fears that hold you back when you're in a situation that you're not even happy in. It can be a fear of rejection, a fear of failure, a fear of losing the advantages that currently come with your current unsatisfactory situation, a fear of people treating you differently, a fear of making yourself look like a fool, a fear of a loss of finances or a loss of stability. There could be all sorts of fears that could be holding you back, and sometimes, whether you know the fear or not, that can be the thing that's actually preventing you from moving forward. The irony is, the very thing we fear the most is usually the thing that we bring about. Think of the person who is so afraid of being alone that they will date anybody who turns up in their life. And they go from one unsatisfactory relationship to another, until eventually they're so exhausted and so demotivated by it all that they end up alone. The very thing that they were fearing. Think of the person who is so scared to speak to their partner about their marital problems because they're worried that their partner may up and leave and not be able to deal with the revelations, that they end up saying nothing at all, and ironically again bring about the very loss of the marriage that they were trying to avoid. So think about the fears that are holding you back potentially, and start looking at them in a more realistic way and doing what you can to minimize their risk if you can. The second thing, of course, is conflicts and contradictions. Now, sometimes we have two goals that can seem mutually exclusive. So, for example, John Smith has stability and security, and he needs that and he loves that. But he also wants freedom, which he also loves, but he doesn't have. Now, John Smith may fear that by striving for freedom, he may lose the security that he currently has. In reality, he might be right. But in reality, it might only be a temporary loss, and the gain might be that he ultimately ends up with the freedom he's craving, but even greater security and stability than he currently has. So, again, it's about looking very realistically at what's going on and whether those conflicts and contradictions are going to be short-lived or long-term and indefinite. And start looking at how you can minimize again those risks or those fears that you have around those conflicts and contradictions. And also looking at which contradiction or which conflict has the bigger force. Is the freedom more important for John Smith, even be it just slightly, than the security, so that he can strive for that freedom and by doing so actually get the security as well. So remember, you need to dig deep and find out what's holding you back. And the right answer is always the real answer. So just be honest with yourself. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye for now.